All right, I think we are live. Are we live? It tells me we're live. Hello, everybody. You looking okay? Hey, what's up, Izzy? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hello, Dio. You were the first that I saw here. We just told everybody in the Discord. Just waiting for people to come in. How are y'all? I hope everything is well for y'all. Um, don't pay too much attention to the title and thumbnail. Hey, look, it's a Q&A. Let's have some fun. Let's just talk. It just gets, it gets people in. We're having fun. So if you guys are watching in the future, please do put in hashtag future. You would be surprised. About 50% of my viewers are watching when I'm not live, which is great. That is freaking awesome to see. Good morning, Pokeplane. Or not good morning, good afternoon. What's up? Pure Collectibles. Both of y'all are in my Discord. So is Izzy. I don't know if Dios is. I don't think so. Appreciate y'all. Hashtag present. My man's like, I'm here and y'all gonna know. So let's talk about the first thing that everybody's been talking about. I do want to say I'm pretty sure I was first to market on this, but not that really matters or anything. But yeah, GameStop lowered their prices. Now, the reason why I don't know, I can tell you what the worker told me, which holds absolutely no weight. So I'm not trying to say this is for a fact, but a non-TCG did end up making a video on the subject as well. Again, it's rumored. I mean, there's no way for me to provide evidence. But what I was told when I went to GameStop, so my buddy is actually originally the one who told me on Instagram. He's like, yo, you got to go now, bro. Whoa, this just happened. And I was like, yeah, sure. And I went and ETBs were $99.99. So anyways, the worker told me, he said, yeah, they had a big conference meeting this morning. So before work opened, he's the store manager and their regional manager or whatever it is. I don't know who, but their higher ups were like, yo, Pokemon told us we cannot be charging the prices. And allegedly, again, I cannot prove this. Allegedly, Pokemon brought down the hammer and said, like, what are you doing? We are not charging people 4 times MSRP, 3 times, 5 times. No. So I guess they made a deal. Again, that's he say, she say, or hearsay, I should say. So do keep that in mind, but it would make sense. Some people are trying to say, and I find this one comical. Well, GameStop made so many sales that they're going to do the right thing now and they're going to drop the prices to $100. Personally, I don't believe that. I think that's actually crazy to think that GameStop's looking out for us. Like, yeah, suddenly they're the good guy. I can't see that. I can't see that in any way, but we'll see what happens. Local GameStop manager had me cancel my previous pre-orders and reorder. Oh, nice. So mine did not make me do that. Mine told me that I'm already locked in and they're going to adjust it. So the first one that I pre-ordered was 130, or first 2, and then I pre-ordered 8 more at 150. So I was told since I've already paid half of that, I just pay the difference up to $100 when I check out. So if they do try to pull some bullshit like that, like, oh no, you're not locked in, even though we said you are, I would just cancel. They can kiss my ass. And if they wouldn't cancel, I'd charge back that bitch. But I wouldn't have to do that. I'm sure it's going to work out just fine. Pokemon should raise MSRP so scalpers aren't incentivized to buy. Dude, so I heard Anon mention that today. Shout out to my guy Anon. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the play, to be honest with you. I really don't, because if you think about it in this way, right? If they raise it to market price or whatever that is, let's say that Walmart, Target, all these guys raise it to $100. All they're going to do is still bot it or scalp it. And so now the new floor is $100, which would technically be MSRP, right? And then they're just going to raise the price to 150, 200 anyways. So I don't think there's an end to it like that. I don't think it would work like that. I really don't, respectfully. I don't think that would work. I genuinely think the botters and the scalpers and shit would just buy it up and then raise the price. So now the people who actually want to open it have to pay even more than they used to. So not to say that like scalpers and botters are helping you, because probably not, but they keep it lower than it probably would be. I would respectfully disagree on that. Respectfully. My money is in on the GameStop. Oh, wait, is in on it was not GameStop being nice. Yeah, there's no way. Walmart raised prices as well. Yeah, I think. Whoa. Hey, whoa. All right, now. Finally catching the live stream. Dollar General is fair. There you go. If I can't get any 30th products, I always got the Rayquaza. Yeah. The Rayquaza set. I would like to see the size of it. I got a feeling it's going to be just as small as all the other ones. And so, You know, I would love to get the card, but I'm not going to rush out to get it. You know, if I can get it, cool. If not, it'll probably go down in value. DJ, do you believe that Prismatic will follow the same trend as 151? You know, I've thought that. Um, Again, my opinion on the subject means nothing, just full disclosure, but I think it'll do just as well as 151. The problem is though, 151 didn't really have a lot of news going on, right? If you remember just last winter, there was really nothing to talk about. Phantasmal Flames came out, it was hot for 5 to 7 days, and then it died out, right? And I couldn't sell the ETBs for 75 bucks shipped. I couldn't. Well, I did. No, I'm sorry. I did 77 shipped. So really 10 of that was, or 15 of that was me losing money on shipping, right? So, and I couldn't sell them to save my life. And if you remember, 151 and the next thing's rotating out, Paldea Evolved, Scald by the Base, Obsidian Flames. There was nothing else to talk about except for stuff was rotating out. The complete opposite is happening right now, right? It's just a staggered release for the 30th anniversary. It's going to be the talk of the town. Everybody's going to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. You guys know how it goes. So I wonder, and again, I have no answers to this, just questions. I wonder if that's going to get masked by the 30th, like it rotating out and stuff. You know what I mean? And my gut tells me, but again, I could be 100% wrong on this, but my gut tells me the 30th is going to take us till like December of hype. And then maybe January, February, things are kind of boring again. And then we get kicked in with, oh, by the way, Prismatic only has 4 months left. A lot of what ifs and questions I simply just don't have the answers to. That's what my gut tells me, but I could be completely wrong. Maybe Pokemon has another amazing set right after Rayquaza, and we continue to rally, right? Who knows? What do you think the 30th ETB sealed case? Wait, what do you think the 30th ETB sealed case is a good pickup? So basically, do you think? I mean, to me, not in the beginning. No, for me. But again, always factor in. I'm thinking of like from DJ's Poke Center viewpoint. So for me, no. But eventually, yes. You're right. We're fucked. They raised MSRP with Scarlet and Violet. Dude, I'm surprised Pokemon's as cheap as it is. Like, I've talked about this with Alex when we streamed together. I was around for Gen 1. Okay. I remember MSRP, which it was unbelievably difficult to get anything for MSRP. I remember in the 90s and early 2000s, Pokemon being $5, $6, $7 a pack because I could never get them for MSRP. I always had to get them from like some random place or some third party seller. It was not unusual to spend 5, 6, again, sometimes even $7 for one pack in the 90s and early 2000s. So considering MSRP in a pack is like $5.50 or whatever, $5.25, I don't know, $5, whatever it is after taxes, right? It's still the same price as it was nearly 20 whatever years ago. I think it's really cheap. So even if they raise MSRP, I can't get mad at it. People selling Prismatic are all-time goofed up. TRJ, I don't understand. Which is it, brother? Because I just seen you buy the SPCs, but then you hate on Prismatic. I don't get it. I'm so confused. But hey, congrats. You bought the SPCs, man. That's good. I just picked up some SPCs today. What's up, Truth Buzz? Pack Hype, what's up, buddy? Damn, fam. I caught me alive. iBlock says Izzy is the most goated set of all time. Ooh, I'm gonna front run it. Hey, do what's best for you. I'll tell you guys what. I've definitely considered, now that Chaos Rising is getting reprinted, some Perfect Ore is getting reprinted. I don't think you guys should do this, but I have 3 cases right now. I think I'm gonna take them off the store, or that's for Perfect Ore. I don't have any Chaos Rising cases. I only have loose booster boxes. I've been thinking about taking them off the store, throwing them in the corner, and I think they'll appreciate really well over time. Is that the best play? I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm new to the channel and relatively new to Pokemon for most standards. Started collection since Pokemon Go. Oh, we should talk about Pokemon Go. Wondering what to do with all my Pokemon Center ETB. I mean, I can't answer that for you, right? Like, what do you want to do with them? I don't know. Like, what's your goal? What do you mean? What you're trying to do with them? Trying to make money? Trying to rotate the money somewhere else? Like, I don't know what you want to do. That's up to you, buddy. Mega X, Mega After Delta. I have not heard anything official on that. Just pre-ordered 30th anniversary 4 ETBs and 2 UPCs. UPC, really? Did you buy UPCs from GameStop? Now that's one thing I did not buy. ETBs at $100, 2 times MSRP. I feel good on them. Should be able to sell them, I think. The UPC, God, I don't know, man. I don't know. DJ, is your simplified Chinese selling? I sold 2 Gem 5 today. Before that, I think it's been about a week and I sold like 1 or 2. Yeah, it's been slower. It's been slower as of recent. Even my Prismatic isn't selling that well, to be honest with you, for Chinese. But considering it's Prismatic booster boxes, I'm not going to lower the price on those. Fuck it, I'll just keep them if I have to. You know what I mean? I don't want to, but I have sealed cases, which is very important when buying Chinese Prismatic. You don't want the people to take out the God packs. You want to buy by the case if you can. That's just my recommendation. Otherwise, you're going to get weighed booster boxes. But that's just me. I believe after Mega Ray set, we will still be booming. Nice. We have Aura Seeker. Do we officially have Aura Seeker? See, I don't know. I can't comment on this. I don't know if that's fact. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like commenting on things that aren't official. It's still in vending. Prismatic vending? What do you mean by vending? Prismatic is old now. Time to buy. I mean, I like Prismatic, man. I'm not going to beat you guys up about it. I've said it 1,000 times. If you don't want to buy it by now, do your thing. He said people who's selling because he loves it. Prismatic is vintage. That's funny. Nah, man, that shit's just sitting on their shelves. Sorry, late comment about GameStop. You think it's sitting on shelves? You think the 30th? I don't think so. I'm talking to anyone selling off. Oh, I feel you on that. I can't. Can you imagine selling Prismatic this long? You've been holding it this long? Blowout, CR, and PO and PO put all capital in Prizzy. I mean, you're probably not wrong. Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, especially on a short time horizon to medium. I think you're probably not wrong there, to be honest. I love the SPC, man. I love the SPC. It's a fantastic product. And again, I'm done trying to convince people on Prismatic. If they don't believe it by now, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're just allergic to money. I don't know. Also, those focus fighters. Yes, I talked about that in today's video. That is heavy on my buy list right now. I am seeking focus fighters over collections right now. Full disclosure. Isn't it next week? I want to say it's next week. It could be the following week, but yeah, it's either 1 or 2 weeks from now. Tomorrow, I am going to Pitch Black pre-release. I'm excited about that. I'm going to play the game more and open up some Pitch Black, but more importantly, play the game and have some fun. I wish my son was here. Pretty bummed about that. I would have loved to play Pokemon with him. Him and I have been bonding playing Pokemon. It's been a good time. I could see Perfect Order being $10, $11 a pack by end of next year. Ooh, that's rough. I don't know about that. What is Journey Together at right now? I put it more in like the Journey Together. Honestly, I think it's worse than Journey Together. What do you guys think? Personally. Yeah, Journey Together right now, you can get it for $7, man. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. If Journey Together is $7 and it's yeah, I don't think so, brother. I don't think so. I'm gonna have to respectfully disagree. I cannot see Perfect Order being $10, $11 a pack next year. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. Vending machine, dude. Huh? Wait. I don't understand. Are you talking about putting it in a vending machine? I'm so confused. Vending equals PC vending. Oh, I've never heard that term. We don't even have vending machines within 3 hours of me. So, oh, okay. Sorry, excuse me, guys. I don't know the lingo, man. Vending is not like vending machines are not even like in my mind. Like, not even something I've ever thought about. If they were like possible to hit in my area, I'd probably think about it, but that literally never even crosses my mind. 30th probably going to drop after the Delta rain, right? September 16th, worldwide. Mega X Mega Tag Team Mega Pokemon. Oh, I love Tag Team. I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll see. I'm waiting until something's official. Just picked up 3 Pokemon Center Pitch Black ETBs today. Did you? Those haven't even released. That's interesting. Are you looking to branch to other TCGs like One Piece? No. Naruto? No. I already branch out to other things. I've been doing Lorcana. I've been liking Lorcana. I'm almost sold out of my booster boxes, man. Remind me to keep 2 of them for my personal collection. It's just the plastic ones, but I got them for a really good price on distro. So those have been selling freaking awesome, bro. People have been buying like 4 at a time, 8 at a time. Yeah, those have been selling really well. I think I'm like $10 under Amazon, and that's with my shipping cost. Yeah, I'm selling those for. I need to raise the price, to be honest with you. I'm charging way too little on those. I'm not even making. I'm making like $2 on them. I should be making like 15 and still probably be cheaper or the same price as Amazon. But I'm never trying to be the same price as Amazon. I mean, Amazon's Amazon, right? The next gen is when market crashes. Dio always with the negativity. So buy Sword and Shield, SV, and Mega. Journey, low key sleeper. I mean, not the packs. Definitely not the packs. The 30th probably going to drop in price after Delta Rain, right? I don't know. I don't try to predict the future too much. I love first print for any set the best. First, seems like second and third reprints have worse pull rates. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard people say that about Sword and Shield, but I don't know. I can get Journey Together for $650. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, if market on TCG is 676, yeah, no problem, right? Yeah, Journey Together is just it's just not not a lot of demand, you know. Market has been higher on it. Journey Together is a hype set for the cutesy collectors. Hey, my daughter loves Journey Together, and I'll tell you, I like Journey Together. I really do. I mean, it's not a top set for me, but it's not a bad set. There's some decent cards in there. Yeah, there's some decent cards in there. I think you'll appreciate. Yeah, for sure. You asked vending. You're talking about vending machines. Point two. Prismatic is in vending machines. Yeah, I can't confirm or deny that. Like I said, I don't know anything about that. If we get all right, now let's stop. Dio, chill, bro. Chill out. $7 for a pack is fair. Yo, what's up, Hawk? How are you, buddy? Sorry, man. I got so many people commenting. I'm trying to get through it all. You guys have any questions? Feel free. So you'd be buying Perfect Order in bulk with a long-term investment horizon over 1 year. Like I said, I already have Perfect Order, 3 cases of the booster boxes, I think. And I got them for MSRP. So, I mean, what's my risk? Honestly, what's my risk in it? Unless the whole market crashes, right? If the whole market crashes, then fine, right? But it's not a big exposure for me. 3 cases, I mean, that's a write-off. You know, it's not a big deal. So, yeah, I don't mind it. I've been thinking about taking it off the store. I don't know, because it's not going to sell anyways, right? So you lose. Here comes the new one, brother Scott. I don't know what the hell you're tripping right now, brother. Chill out. That's what I'm saying. Chill out. I'm buying all I can. Prismatic Evolutions. This market right now is a paradise if you want a couple years. If you wait a couple years, I mean, it's a good choice. I have Journey Together Master Set. Nice, bro. DJ with Black Bolt, White Flare. Will stay scarce. I mean, God, guys, Team Rocket Joey, what do you think? Should I buy the 8-ball? Should I buy an 8-ball? Like these type of questions. Like, what can I do with this type of question? I don't know. What can I say about this? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's what I should do, right? I should go on Amazon, buy. I really should. I'm not even trolling. I should probably go on Amazon, shake it, show it to you guys, right? What do you think? I think that'd be a cool idea. Perfect Order and investments can't be in the same sentence while Prizzy SBCs are 250, 275. Yeah. Act like you have a prediction. All right, now. So look, Scott, I'm gonna tell you straight up, brother. I've been nice to you. I've been respectful with you. Better watch who the fuck you're talking to. I'm letting you know that right now, Scott. All right? Because if the nice shit ain't gonna work, you know, this isn't mutually respectful, we can do this a different way. All right? So watch who you're talking to. Watch how you speak. All right? Show some respect. How many weeks does Celebration sealed buying last with the set size and only 5 cards per pack? How many weeks does Celebration sealed buying? I don't know. To be honest with you. Again, a question. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Sell bulk, everyone. Different industry, same DJ. Love it. Oh, yeah. Hawk knows me from the crypto world. Shout out to you. I know you'll be live at like 10:30. SPC is going to $200. What? Yeah, I wish it would go to $200. I'd buy a whole bunch. We just want your guess, man. All right, Scott, what is the point of me guessing, though? Here's the thing. I'm not scared to tell you. If you really want, Scott, I'll give you a freebie. Ask me for a prediction on something. But I want people to understand it's just, bro, doing this. Like me right now, if I were to write a bunch of numbers on a table and I just pointed to, just went like this blindfolded, it would be the same value as me guessing. It would literally be worth that. Like, it's fun. You can't know you're going to be right. All right. Ask me one, Scott. You know what? Fuck it. Everybody gets one freebie. I'll give you guys one freebie. 10:30 at night, brother. That's too late at night. Too late at night. Start that shit at 10, bro. You be up till midnight streaming and shit, man. Look, fuck them kids. Put them kids to better. You meant perfect order? My price, ask me a question. Everybody gets one freebie. You said you're buying. Well, I'm holding what I have, 3 cases. I've considered buying more, but it's got to be. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I gotta be smart with what I buy. Send a Hero is definitely the main. We'll see. If SBC is going to 200, I'm loading up the truck. Honestly, at this price that it's at right now, I don't know why people haven't loaded up the truck already. Seriously, it is such a good freaking. Like it's so good. It's so incredible, bro. Are you kidding me? Unweighed packs for Prismatic long term? Are you kidding me? 15 packs of Prismatic unweighed. That's the important thing in the future, guys. Unweighed packs with the promo in the future, even at 275, 300. Are you kidding me? For a hold? And I don't have any of these to sell you. No, these are not for sale, so don't even ask. Hell no, I wouldn't sell you an SBC. You think I'm dumb? You kidding me? What are those flaps? See? Tell me you don't know what you're talking about. I got these from Rudy, Alpha Investments. I have so many SBCs with flaps like these. This is very normal. Yeah, this is the case I got from Alpha Investments. Yeah. It's normal. That's very normal. Yeah. That's the sealed case I got off of Alpha Investment, but he didn't double box it. So I cut open the top, and then I saw SBCs, and I was like, what the I was like, oh no, he didn't double box it. Shout out to my guy Rudy. Not that he knows me or anything. Do you feel like the current Mega Evolution set will see a comparable percent gain to Scarlet and Violet over the next 3 years? Okay, I did say I'd give you guys all one freebie of stupid guessing, right? Fuck it. Y'all get one freebie. I'll just guess for you guys. My gut tells me we're going to be in a bear run by 3 years. So my gut tells me no. But overall, yeah, I'll do great. That's just what my gut says. Like, there's no way we're sustaining this bull run. It's already been like 2 years, right? No way we're going to sustain it 5 years, right? I don't know. That's what my gut tells me. How much should I buy PE cases for? Prismatic Evolutions. Well, which one? You talking about ETB? Is it worth it for 2K with shipping and tax? Or is it better to buy 10 ETBs for 6? I like the case myself. I'm a case guy. But that is a $400 difference. I feel like you could get them a little cheaper. I think the market's like $19.30. So yeah, I don't know. I like cases personally because I like to stack them. I don't really like a bunch of loose stuff. I predict they will be higher than MSRP in 2 years. What a good guess. Man, you guys really never had SPCs or UPCs with the flaps? It's just loose, right? Damn, see, you know what it is? I probably see so much more Pokemon than the average person. That's probably what it is, because I get in so many collections every week. Not recently because I've halted, but bro, I see tens of thousands of dollars of these exact same items over and over and over and over. And so I see it all the time. For me, it's like so normal. Probably half of them are like that, or 20% of them will be like that. I guess I should try to see it from like the eyes of a person who doesn't see it often. That's what I should probably try to do. So I guess it makes sense why people are like, whoa, what is that? For me, it's just so standard. DJ, Black Bolt and White Flare seems scarce. Is this the type of set that that they could focus on in the future, or is there too much? God, the future questions. Oh God. Okay. By the time they actually print Black Bolt White Flare, we're gonna be a year into it. You know, is it gonna really matter? I mean, I don't know. I like it. It's a specialty set. I don't think it'll matter that much by the time. I mean, realistically, they're probably gonna print it a year and a half, 2 years in, if they even do reprint it. That I don't think it'd matter. Personally, like in the long term. But that's just me. Bro, what did I just walk into? What are you smoking? Why does SBC? I answered that. I think I got confused because you're like, no way perfect order is $10 a pack in 14 to 18 months or so. What will it be then, big dog? I did say I'd give you all one freebie. All right. 1 year from now. All right. Hold on. Let me meditate. Damn, I wish I had a hat right now. This would be funny as fuck. Hold on. All right. Future prediction. That's for Scott. Hold on. Let me. What's the word? What's the thing? Who plays GTA 5? Namaste. That's what it is, right? /E space Namaste. If any of you guys play GTA 5. Please tell me the price of perfect order packs 1 year from now. $6.50. Maybe $7. $6.50 to $7. That's my prediction. That's what the that's what the Pokemon gods told me. So that's what I'm going with. It's a great buy right now. I said loose ones to get a sealed case before prices go up. Chinese New Year, Monkey D. Luffy sealed promo will get to 15,000. I will say, I'm not really interested in One Piece cards too much. I like the TV show. I just don't believe in One Piece long term, and I don't know if I'm wrong on that. I just don't see it, and maybe I will be completely wrong with it. Like, at least Pokemon's been around 30 years. At least Lorcana has Disney. One Piece, I mean, to be fair though, the anime is like, I think it's the oldest anime, or like one of the oldest anime, so it has that. I think there'll always be people interested in One Piece. I don't know, man. One Piece be booming though. Those prices are crazy. I think One Piece is king. For a moment, it was Lorcana as far as like the card prices, but I think Lorcana's chilled out on those crazy prices for the cards. I think One Piece might be the most expensive ones. Will Prismatic Evolutions hit $10,000 in ETB? No. Exactly. I buy SBC since you get unweighed. Premium is the best way to get that way. DJ, Black Bolt. I already asked your crazy future one, Nick. So you don't get another crazy future prediction. DJ, Black Bolt White Flare seems scared. You already said that. I already read that. Not the Rudy reseal. Oh my God. Dude, so you know what's crazy? Let me show you guys something. So I got this 151 UPC in a collection months and months ago. And one person bought it, and then they showed their significant other, right? And they were like, hey, DJ, can we cancel it? My husband thinks it's resealed because it had the little things on the side. I said, I guarantee you it's not resealed. I said, and again, this is like an education thing. A lot of people they don't handle as much Pokemon as I do. So not trying to be mean, but they just don't know, right? They think everything's smooth and nice and stuff. So we're going back and forth. I was like, I promise you it's not resealed. They're like, I'd like to close it. I said, this is what we're going to do. Because it wasn't selling anyways, to be honest, even though I was like 13% under market. 151 is really hard to sell. I opened it for them, and guess what? It wasn't resealed at all, and I lost $800 or $900. I mean, I got the promos and stuff, which was nice. But yeah, so that was the last time I ever proved that to somebody. That was like a $900 lesson. And then they were like, oh my God, well, thank you so much. They were nice about it. They weren't rude. I'll give them that. But yeah, it's very normal. It's very normal. Very standard. The Rudy SPC wings. I got sealed cases of tins with the flap. Scott, would you like to buy some PC perfect order ETBs? Now, I will say the Pokemon Center ETBs, those sell really well. Really well for me. Guess I got lucky. My SPCs don't have that many flaps. I mean, not all of them, right? Like, I can show you another one Rudy sold me. Oh, well, there goes Abyss Eye. Look at this one. This is same case, right? Yeah. Same case from Rudy. No flap. Again, it's just luck of the draw, right? It's a machine that's doing this, and however they clamp it and heat it, I don't know all the procedures, but it's just luck of the draw. You just never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you get a nice, strong one, but who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Are you paying? Let me ask you, are you paying over market? If you're not paying over market, you can't be too picky because there's nothing wrong with it. There's no defect. Now I have vending machines in Texas everywhere. Oh, nice. I have plenty of good stuff. Nice. Do you have a collection, like a binder of cards from opening with your kids? Bro, I have a stupid amount of Pokemon that I've opened with the kids. Yes, tons. Well, not anymore. I sold it. I used to have a Black Bolt master set almost twice, actually, with the kids. White Flare, we almost completed it. I didn't end up completing it. It got really expensive. Black Bolt, White Flare is hard to master set. Prismatic, I used to be pretty close to master setting it, but I ended up selling all the slabs that I self found with the kids. Yeah, other things too. I have tons, man. Journey, mostly Scarlet and Violet stuff. Yeah, I've gotten pretty close to a lot of master sets from Scarlet and Violet. Not necessarily intentional. We just opened up too much Pokemon back then. I don't like Black Bolt, White Flare. I don't like your AI generated profile picture, but hey, we get what we get. DJ, how much did you load up on GameStop since they lowered the price? So I already had 10 locked in. I just bought 4 more. You can only buy 4 a day anyways. I think I'm good on that. Like $100 is good. It's good enough risk for me. I'm focused more on Ascended Heroes, the thing coming out with Sam's. Perfect Order won't be $10 a pack. No, they're readily available over a year. $639. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty close. December 2027. You know better than that. Big Dog, what up? $5.99 says Lunar. Man, people do not believe in Perfect Order long term. But again, I mean, it's not a very popular set, and we could look at Journey Together, which, to be fair, doesn't rotate out next. But you asked 1 year, right? So I think the price of the booster boxes will go up. I think the price of the ETBs will go up naturally. But yeah, I mean, people aren't going to really want to open a bunch of Perfect Order. Perfect Chaos and Pitch Black will be closer to $5 a pack, as they are all half sets with half set value. They're 8 at all local shops in Texas. Really? Perfect Order sitting on shelves at my Target and pretty much everywhere. Really? Who would spend $8 a pack? What is the market on that? What idiot would pay that? I have them on my store for like $6. If that were true and they were selling, which I don't think they are, if a smart person would just buy all my Perfect Order off my store and then flip it. But I got a feeling I think I'm charging MSRP for my packs. Let me see. Look, dude, $5.99. This is almost MSRP. Like MSRP is like what, I don't know, after tax, like $5.40, depending on your state. If you're in Cali, it's like $5.50. This is basically MSRP. And I can't sell them to save my life. Basically. It's slightly above. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why people, if that's really true and people are buying them, not selling them, but buying them for $8, they should just buy them off me. Some of my message got cut off. It seems scarce. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, oh, I agree. One Piece is this year's MetaZoo. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Guess it pulled back on TCG. The Hobbit soon. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get The Hobbit. Good day, mate. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Do you ship to Australia? No. The only way I would ship to Australia is if you sent me the shipping and you sent it in a way that you couldn't refund it, like a wire transfer or Wise or something like that. That way I can get scammed. But I don't want my name on it at all, because I don't want to get hit with the tariff. So, like, I do have a friend, but he's a friend of mine, like 5-6 year friend, Red Panda Mining. He buys internationally off me from Canada, but we always do it offline. And I trust the guy. I've known him for years, right? But he sends me the shipping label. That way it's not in my name. It's like has no association with me. He gets the tariff. Definitely something like Australia. Yeah, I mean, 100% people would have to send me the label and do it in a way that you can't charge it back. Wire transfer, Wise, something like that. That'd be the only way. And honestly, if you're not paying like market, there's no benefit for me to deal with somebody international, because like what often happens is people are like, hey, DJ, can I buy a bunch from England? And I'm like, oh, thank you so much for the jewels. I don't know what that means, but thank you very much. A lot of people ask me from like England specifically, South America, Australia, DJ, can I buy a bunch of Pokemon? I live in this international place. And I'm like, maybe. And they're like, can we do 10% off? I'm like, fuck no. Are you kidding me? I could sell it to an American for the same price to sell it to you for full market or close and have no headache, right? So there's a lot more risk involved, sending international, like getting lost international. But I would if they're paying market, US market. Yeah, maybe. Thoughts if tag comes out with machine grading at LGS, on the spot grading. I think that'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. I've never heard of that. I don't know how true or false that is. Put that in an acrylic. Guess you got to rip those packs on stream. I've already opened them all. Yep. I have 6 SPCs. Half of them have that flap. There we go. Red Fictini. I love Red Fictini. Nito Mosquito. DJ, quick with the roast. Man, that was so long ago. You guys got to hit live. The context has been lost on some of these comments. That's true. Arbitrage. Card shops, not Target. No, I knew what you were saying. Look at Shrouded. No one likes that. That's true. But Shroud's also about to rotate out, right? Journey Together is not rotating out this block, if I'm not mistaken. It's the one after. It should be what? Journey. Correct me if I'm wrong. Journey, Destined Rivals, Black Bolt, White Flare. What else is in between that? There's something else to go on Violet, isn't there? And I think Ascended, right? I think those are all in the same block. I could be wrong. I think there might be one more set, but it's something like that. The top chase of that set is $60. Yeah, basically zero risk in perfect order. I mean, you're probably not wrong. AH is true GOAT set. Like the stream. That is true. How many likes we got? Let's see. That's a really good one. Dude, thank you, everybody. The stream's been doing well. The YouTube's been doing 21 likes. Damn, talk about disrespectful. Damn tariffs. Yeah. Is it safe to buy from TCG Player or eBay? I think safe, yes. I have had nothing but a terrible experience every time I've ever purchased off TCG. Because you need to understand, a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, but most of them on TCG Player, they look at it like this. Is it sealed or not? There's nothing in between. So if you're looking for like a good condition box, if you want people to double bubble wrap, you're probably not going to get that on TCG Player. Just full disclosure. I've only had one thing ever double bubble wrapped. It was a Prismatic Evolution Pokemon Center, but the box was this big, and the ATP was just going like this. Thankfully, it didn't get damaged. I don't know how, but a lot of sellers on TCG don't give a shit. They don't care about corner damage. They don't care about small holes. They don't care about small tears. Is it sealed or is it not? So you get what you pay for when you're using TCG. When you use somebody like me, arguably I could be either the same price as TCG or a little bit less, but you're going to get a good ETB. You're going to get double bubble wrap if it's over $100. If it's under $100, at least single bubble wrap. I'm going to protect your stuff. So if you want to save $1 or $2, feel free, knock yourself out. Same with eBay, but you get what you pay for, the customer service. And here's the thing too, you will not get refunded. Keep that in mind. 99% of the time, you're not going to get refunded on TCG Player, in my experience, for condition issues. Because if you read the guidelines, and I could be mistaking this a little bit, but I think I'm right. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's either sealed or not sealed. That's it. So you worrying about the condition of the box, trying to get a smooth serve, nice wrap, good condition. They don't care. Not going to refund you. They're going to be like, nah, no, thank you. It's sealed. Shut your mouth kind of deal. So you will be treated like that. Be prepared. So you get what you pay for in life. International shipping is horrible. Yeah, I've never done it. Except for Canada. GameStop came through beside the UPC. Yeah. I pay over market, man. We don't get product here at all. I'm not going to charge you over market. I'm not going to charge you over market. That's not how I do business. Market's fair. Feel free. You can reach out on Instagram. Like I said, if you send me the shipping label, I'll do it. If you're paying market, sure. But you have to also pay in a way that you can't charge me back. Is PSA corrupt? How could I say? My gut tells me there's issues with PSA, like obviously, but they're also doing, I don't know, 10 million a month or some shit. So I don't know. I don't work for PSA. Probably, but I mean, everybody's corrupt for the right price, right? Will the drop more black? I don't know. I'm sorry I upset you. Bro, you're so far behind. You're good, man. It's cool. It's so dumb that TCG player doesn't use photos. People can use photos if they want, but it's like one or two, I think. Maybe it's three. But you got to understand, TCG player is a very different game than like the investing side. Most people, believe it or not, they're trying to open up the Pokemon. I know that sounds crazy, but like we're a very small niche, the investing side, and people like me and Nostalgianomics and other investing channels. We're very small. Like if you think about Pokemon overall, there's millions and millions of people that are interested in Pokemon. They just want to open it. They don't give a shit. They don't care about condition issues. So that's who TCG player is trying to sell to. You understand? You get what I'm saying? So like the small amount of people that care about condition, they're not going to try. They're just going to block those people. If you complain about condition, I promise you, they're just going to block you as a seller. They're going to be like, oh, this guy complains too much. So yeah, always, in my opinion, pay a little more. Make sure you get from a trusted seller. That's just me though. I wonder how Delta Rain is going to be. Good question. You're right about the TCG player guidelines. Thank you. Is 763 collectibles legit? I don't know what that is. Sorry. I would buy a case from you, but think you're holding on to your Prismatic Evolutions. I don't know what 763 is. You can check Brian out. I don't know what Brian's charging. 30th dropping on Pokemon Center next week. I don't know. Who knows? Hope the stream's going well, DJ. Got to go grind. All right, buddy. Well, hello and goodbye. I don't think you said hello before that, did you? Oh, you did. You did say something else. International shipping. Let's see. GameStop got bailed out of being shorted into oblivion on Wall Street. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Lorcana is better than Pokemon investing at current prices. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know about all that now. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's relax. Let's relax. I don't know about all that. I'm surprised we're not getting an Ascend of Heroes UPC. I've seen fake rumors. I mean, I don't know if they're fake, but we'll see. I hope so. Fair take? Bro, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I guess so. Yeah, with GameStop, yeah. Yo, it's the king. Oh, well, Haas, what's up, buddy? I'm not the king, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you making daily content as well. So that way I have something to watch. There's a lot of people who don't make daily content. It's kind of sad. I feel like Evolving Skies singles still have cheap prices, including reverse hollows. Huh. I'm looking at Reign of Jafar sealed case. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't care for it personally, but hey, you like what you like. I like the sets with the what's after Enchanted? The new rarity. Oh God. I can't think of the Lorcana's new rarity. I like the cards with the new rarity. I like that one. So like Fabled and on. That helps a lot. Thank you. Because I invest in long-term sealed, so condition matters. Yeah, I mean, now eBay, you're going to be able to get pictures. Do keep in mind, eBay's probably more expensive, I would say, more than likely. Because eBay, unless you have a business and you've, what's the word? You've done tax exempt. So like if you buy something for $1,200 off eBay, you're like, damn, I got it for $1,200. Well, now you're about to get hit with $150 tax or $125 tax. So keep that in mind. Factor taxes in too. TCG player and eBay is going to have taxes. You can buy from someone like me. Doesn't have to be me, but I don't even charge tax, dude. So like if think about this, if an ETB off my store is $100 and ETB is $100 off TCG player or even 95, with taxes, you're paying 105, 107, 108. You're only paying 100 of mine. You see what I'm saying? So again, it doesn't have to be me, but if you shop at a place that doesn't charge tax, you can often get it a lot cheaper and much better quality. How do you mentally handle large drawdowns in your brokerage? So you're talking about stocks. Dude, I've been doing this so long. I've been doing stocks so long, bro. Like so long. At this point, I go like every time there's a crash in the stock market, I go like, well, that sucks. Fuck it. And I just forget about it. Like, for example, Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's down, I don't know, 45, 50%. Honestly, I just forget about it. I've been doing this so long, bro. Like I've been through the bear and bull runs, not in Pokemon, but for so long. Like the first couple bear cycles or crashes, like, oh my God, like, I panic, I check it every day. But as you become seasoned, you just get so used to the ups and downs, man. Like, you don't give a shit anymore. And here's the thing too. At least for me with stocks, I only invest because I don't day trade. I invest. I only invest in good companies, solid companies. So I know it doesn't really matter. I put my money in Nvidia, I put my money in Tesla, I put my money in SP 500, I put my money in good stuff. So I don't really care because it doesn't really matter to me. Now, the people that have to be more scared are people using leverage, the people who are buying sketchier things, things that haven't proven themselves, that have no track record, those type of stocks. That's going to be a lot more risky, and you're not going to be able to sleep at night. And so I don't like that kind of stress, man. I don't like taking a bunch of crazy risk anymore. I'm way past those times. But I did take a lot of risk in my 20s, but I just don't need to take risk anymore. I didn't know that about DJ. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what we're talking about. I apologize. Lorcana, higher risk, not my cup of tea. I would say right now it's riskier than it was like 2 months ago, right? Like it was not risky at all 2 months ago. It was like MSRP. So I like when I bought in all my Lorcana, it was basically MSRP for almost all of it. There's risk, of course. This seems like low risk, lower reward type of deal. What is? I'm guessing you're talking about Pokemon. I got into stocks before COVID and switched to crypto commodities. Oof. Should have stayed in stocks, buddy. Pokemon cuddled a lot of people into false security. I'll take my chances on Lorcana box with higher EV and lower print. Okay. All right. I want to be fair here. And this is as a guy who likes Lorcana and Pokemon. So keep that in mind. I'm very bullish on both. They also have to print less because there's way less people interested in Lorcana, like significantly. Like way less people play the game. Way less people collect it as well. So I don't really like that argument. I'm going to be honest with you. There's, nobody's fighting over Lorcana. There was for like a week or two, but not really. But yeah, I don't like that argument, man. For every person that's collecting Lorcana, there's probably 50 to 100 that collect Pokemon. So you're going to be able to liquidate Pokemon. I think, hold on, my wife's calling. Hold on, I'm streaming right now, my love. Love you. Bye. Bye. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like Lorcana, and I hope it does well, obviously, because I'm invested in it. But it hasn't proven itself, right? I think it's only been around 3 years or less. So we'll see over time. Hopefully it does prove itself. And I got a feeling it will, but it hasn't proven itself. You see the difference? So Pokemon's a closest to sure thing, in my opinion. Mean revision. Stock market follows it. $200 to $300 perfect order. I'll pass. Oh, it's definitely not 300. Yeah, you can get them for 200 pretty easy, I think, right now. Bitcoin looking interesting. I do agree with that. You ain't a gambler. Many people have short investment horizon, more of a gamble. I used to be more of a gambler when I was young and poor. But like I've always said, man, the more money you get, the less you can just go for base hits, right? Just try to get to first base. You don't have to hit a home run. You don't have to swing for the fences. You can just take little wins and live comfortably. And so you really, in my opinion, I don't know what's good for you guys in your life, but I personally think most people should try to get to that point where you no longer have to hit home runs, right? Like you can make 10% off your Pokemon and you're super happy. You don't have to keep shooting for the moon. DJ, you planning on dipping into some Lorcana Attack of the Vine? If I could get it for pretty close to MSRP, yeah, for sure. I do want it. Yeah. But I'm not paying these prices. Nah, hell no. I've traded with high leverage and low leverage. Depends on volatility and which coin will ultimately depend what leverage there is. Yes, I don't mess with leverage, bro. From experience, I can tell you TCG players' policy for unopened includes no damage to wrapping. If you have small holes from normal wear and tear, they'll side with the buyer. Okay. What about corner dents, creases, those sorts of things? But the plastic's still good. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I can tell you, I've bought 2 or 3 cases. Only 2 of those were Pokemon off TCG. They didn't even double box it, bro. The sealed case. They sent me, one of them was Weiss booster box. The cocksucker sent it to me just like that. He put a shipping label on top of the sealed case and just sent it to me. Same with Pokemon. Both of the sealed cases I got off TCG, they didn't even double box. They just sent it to me in the mail. And it got super fucked up. Yeah, and I had to like really argue with them back and forth in the messages, and they did not want to give my money back. They all ended up doing it because I complained, but they did not. They were like, what is the problem? It's what's inside the box that matters. And I get it. I'm not saying that all TCG players are like that. I'm just letting you know, fair warning, there are plenty of like older OGs on TCG Player. And apparently this is a modern thing. That's what Rudy says. That's what a lot of people in chat tell me that were around for Sword and Shield and before. And they'll all tell you, like back in the day, nobody gave a shit about the condition of the case. Again, I can't speak on that. That's just what people tell me. Hold on, Dingle's got a donation. We got to cut him ahead. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, bro. This man has the post CPA glow. Yes, we did talk to our CPA today. Thank you for watching that video. But yeah, like, thank you again for the donation, bro. It helps a lot, man. It keeps me motivated. I appreciate you. But yeah, dude, they'll tell you like this condition thing is like a modern age thing, especially with like sealed cases. Like before, people just were like, hey, is it sealed or is it not? But now people are like, I got to get the sealed case. It's got to have the crisp corners. I want the label to be legible. I want the tape to be perfect. Rudy talks about it too, man. I'm telling you. You know, it's a more of a modern thing, including my people that came in, my generation that came in. We're like, nah, I don't want any holes. I don't want that. Yeah. So I think a lot of people that are on TCG Player, they're of the OG mindset or the older mindset of like, who gives a shit? It's what's inside the box that matters, right? It's not the case itself. And so the new age of people coming, including myself, we're coming in and we're like, no, we want a crisp box. We want it to be shiny, you know? So that's where things clash on TCG Player. It's the same with near mint versus gem mint, right? You guys ever had this issue? I try to educate people as much as I can. I know this because I'm from the comic book world and condition is everything in comic books. So I already knew this, but most people don't know this. When people hear near mint, they're thinking gem mint. They're thinking PSA 10, but gem mint is only PSA 10. Near mint is just a PSA 7, which PSA 7 has multiple flaws, right? Whitening, maybe some little issues here and there, limited scratching according to TCG Player. So a lot of the OGs, they know that. They know there's no gem mint on TCG Player, but a lot of newbies, they don't know that. So they'll buy off TCG Player near mint. They're going to buy their chase card super off-centered. And they're like, what the fuck is this? I wanted near mint. And they're like, dude, that is near mint. And they're like, no, it's not, because they don't know. They're ignorant to the fact that, hey, there's a huge difference between gem mint and near mint. This is why if you're buying a high dollar chase card, you never buy off TCG. The only time you buy off TCG Player for your singles is if it's like a binder card or if it just came out and you hope to get lucky, you know, but that's a gamble. Just pay the extra penny. Just pay the extra couple bucks, in my opinion. If you're worried about conditions and you're truly trying to ten it, just buy off eBay, get some pictures, buy off a legit source. That's what I would say. If condition is an issue for you. But if you just want a binder copy, who cares? What is your price prediction for the 30th anniversary for ETB and UPC? Rumor has it that it's printed 3 or 4 times more than normal. Yeah, I keep hearing this rumor. I haven't seen anybody credible say that. That's my issue with it. So I don't really want to comment on that too much. I keep seeing more and more people talk about these rumors. But like, where's the trusted source, right? Like when is somebody with a big distro account that is well trusted and well known and has a good track record going to say that? And if you can point me in the direction of that, I stand corrected potentially. But yeah, like people on Facebook, I don't trust people on Facebook. I don't trust people on Instagram. No offense to you guys, I don't trust people in the comment section, because a lot of them are going to say that on purpose. They're going to say that because they want it to be more accessible for MSRP. They want it to be cheaper. So they're going to say whatever they have to say. I just don't trust it. We'll see as time goes on. My price prediction, God, first week, I don't know, $150 at ETB. Everybody just complains for a discount and they want mint because prices are so high. Prices were cheaper. I'm sure people wouldn't mind damage. That's probably true. Yeah. $200 to $300 rule. Well, you got to think too. Right now, most people, hey, including me potentially, we're trying to make a bunch of money off Pokemon, right? So, how many of those people are going to stick around? I am, but I guarantee you, we're not going to get 100 viewers a stream when the bear run comes around. We'll probably get 30, 40 viewers if we're lucky, right? Because most people are here just to make some cash. And most people don't care about opening Pokemon. Most people aren't trying to collect the Pokemon. They don't give a shit about Pokemon itself. They're just trying to invest and make money, which I'm not mad about. I'm just noting. So yeah, at that point, it's probably gonna be more collectors. Right now, I extremely doubt there's a whole bunch of collectors. Who knows what that percentage is? I'm just gonna guess like 20, 30% actually care about the card, and the rest are trying to make a bunch of money. And hey, a lot of collectors don't care about condition that much. How do I know? Because I've vended a lot. $200 to $300 release Pokemon being normalized isn't sustainable, in my opinion. What is being released at $200 to $300? I think even Ascend to Heroes never hit 200. Not without the manipulation. So I'm not sure where that's coming from. That's why you can't buy near mint for vintage cards or go off of those prices for pools. Yeah, this is why I don't like to be cheap. I am not a cheap person when it comes to quality. If I am hunting quality premium, if I'm looking to 10 something or at least 9, get a 9, I'm not going to be that cheap ass that's going to look for a deal. I'm going to pay higher than market. I'm going to offer at a minimum full market, but often 105, 110% because I want the cleanest card I can get. I want the most well-centered card. If I'm in that situation, like when I got my Greninja, God, looking back at it, it wasn't a good time to buy, but I got this for $300. I picked the absolute best one on eBay. I paid full market value. Of course, it doesn't want to focus. Come on, baby. Work with me here. All right. Well, my Greninja doesn't want to focus. Oh, there we go. I bought the cleanest copy. It was the most expensive or second most expensive, but I didn't mind because it was well centered, had like no damage to it. And this has 10 potential. I don't understand that, man. People trying to cheap out. And if you're trying to cheap out, bro, you should be looking for like an average looking card. You shouldn't be trying to get minty. What do I always say? What's my saying? People want discounted prices for minty condition things. And I think that's ridiculous. If you want minty, you should be paying minty prices. That's how you lock in. But hey, to each their own. Next bear market in Pokemon will be absolutely brutal. Brother, if you think, okay, I don't disagree that like in a bear run, it's going to be brutal. If Pokemon's going through it, Lucarne's going to get destroyed. Are you kidding me? Most people involved in Lorcana right now, it's not because they give a shit about Lorcana. It's because it boomed a month or two ago and Fable's been going crazy. You think they're going to be loyal to Lorcana? Now, of course, the people who play the game and who just like it for the cards, sure, but that's not a big population, right? So, yeah, if Pokemon goes down, brother, Lorcana's going to get butchered. That's just my prediction. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Pokemon is good for 15 to 20 years with dips along the way, of course. Card hype. Everyone said the same thing about Mega UPC. 3 to 4 million will be printed, and it's up over 100%. Very valid. I don't know if it's up 100%. I think it's pretty close to 100%. I think it's like 250. Daily content YouTubers during a bear market are the real treasure. I would stream more, as I always tell you guys. It's just, it's not worth it. It's like, I just don't make enough money from live streams, unfortunately. It sucks, man. I like doing it, but I also like making money. So I tell myself, I can get 30, 40 bucks off a video on the bad end, like 25, 20. But when I go live, unless you get donations, you might make like $3 or $4, right? So it's like, it's hard to like do it often when I think of it in that way. Off topic, off topic, but my winter spell boxes from Ravensburg got smashed like yours. Did you rip the ones you got? I did. Where is it? I might have moved them. I might have moved the promo. Yeah. Okay, I think I moved them away. I thought they were by my desk. Yep, I opened mine. Yep. Booster boxes. Am a crypto bro jump in a... I'm a crypto bro that jumped in Ascended Heroes, I'm guessing. I love Lorcana, DJ. I take offense to that. You're just kidding? I like Lorcana too, but let's not bullshit each other either. DJ, are you still going to be around the next bear run? If so, I'll be looking. Oh, absolutely. Dude, this business, I'm going to explode in the bear run. Are you kidding me? Do you not, guys, do you know how many people are probably going to stop buying from distro? I'm going to be able to be that guy that buys from distro during the bear run and then sell it at MSRP. And then when the next bull run comes around, I'm going to be very well positioned. Oh, hell yeah, I'm not leaving. If my business could survive in these hard times, yeah, hell yeah. Oh, absolutely. I can't wait. I mean, I can wait. I don't need it to come too quick. But when it does come, bro, distro one day is going to hit me up. Hey, DJ, look, man, one of the guys, he just bailed. I got, 6 cases of the new booster box. You want it? Sign me up next time, because that one worked. I said yes. Next time, yo, DJ, you were the first guy I thought about, man. Another guy, he bailed. You need 10 cases? Send it. Answer's yes. Answer's going to be yes. Yep. Every time, brother. Hey, DJ, I got a pallet of X, blah, blah, blah. This is going to be like way deep into the bear run because people are going to all have to bail out, right? DJ, do you want a pallet of these new ETBs, blah, blah, blah? I'll give them to you for whatever. Yep. 30 a piece. Yep, let's do it. Sign me up. Let's go. Then when that next bull run comes around, who's got the nice distro? It'll be me, right? So yeah, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, I'm sticking around for the bear run. Are you crazy? Absolutely. How are your Ascended Heroes ETBs? Do you still have them in your shop? I have some damaged ones. Let me see if I have them on the store. I feel like I do. I haven't put the damaged ones on the store, I don't think. Yeah. So I've got, how many? I only got a couple left. I think 3 that are not damaged. Yeah, I have 4. 4 on the store right now. Yep, 4. Yep. Just 4 left, and then I have a bunch of damaged ones. I'll put the damaged ones on after those normal ones. So let's see. If said bear market comes anytime soon, how long do you think it would take for distros to drop their prices? I don't think the distro needs to drop their price. I think they charge a really fair price. Depending on which distro you have, an ETB costs you 30 to 35 bucks, right? After shipping or whatever fees. So I think that's super fair. Yeah, I don't think they'll drop anything. Now the accounts will drop, right? That's kind of what you hope for. That's what I'm hoping for, is like all these accounts start, they're not able to pay their bill anymore. And as Rudy always says, right? There's too many people that have these accounts. You got to think Ace Hardware's in it, gas stations are in it, books and millions in it. All these guys, they don't give a shit, bro. When it comes down to it, if people aren't buying it, they're just going to pull it out. They're just going to pull their account. That's what Rudy says, and I believe him. He's been doing this 20 years, right? I'm going to take his word for it. When those guys start pulling out, eventually other guys start pulling out. Some other LGSs have to pull out because they can't make ends meet. People like me are positioned much better, right? Why am I positioned better? Because I don't live off this shit. I don't live off Pokemon, bro. If it comes down to it and I got to throw it in, a spare bedroom, fuck it. This isn't my job. I have a career. This is a side hustle. This YouTube's a side. All this is just a side thing, right? So the LGS knows they can't make payroll. So maybe they can't pick up 10 cases anymore. Maybe they can't do 7 cases. Maybe now they can only do 5. Or hell, maybe they have to stop altogether, right? Like this is like deeper into the bear run. And some of them are going to survive because they're well capitalized. They made a lot of money in the bull run, but a lot of them are brand new businesses and they're not going to be able to pay that $4,000-$5,000 rent, utilities, security, insurance. They're going to get squeezed out. I literally couldn't get squeezed out. It's not even possible for me to get squeezed out. What am I going to get squeezed out? Let's say this. Now, this would suck, but it's okay. If everybody stops buying from my store, what do I lose? I don't really lose anything. I don't gain anything, but I don't lose anything. All the shit behind me just appreciates over time. And, I don't have rent to pay for that. I don't have an LGS, a store. It's all good. I mean, that would suck. But worst case scenario, if we're talking worst case, I'm fine. But worst case for them, they're fucked. Because when you sign a lease, I own 3 properties in New York. And I used to have 4. So I kind of know a little bit about this, but I'm not an expert on, what's the word? Commercial. Excuse me. I don't have any commercial property, but I have tons of friends who tell me about it, right? Commercial property, when you buy commercial land, you're not buying 1 year, right? You're doing 3-year minimum, but ideally like 5 years. Why? Because if you lock that price in for 5 years, they're going to give you a better rate. So I'm just making up fake numbers here. I don't know what state you're in. I don't know all the conditions and how big this is. Let's go with the easy number of $4,000 for your rent. If you do 3 years, they're going to lock you into that commercial property at $4,000. However, they might say to you, hey, if you do 5 years, we'll give it to you for 3,500 or 3,600. Now, this is mutually beneficial. One, they have a client that's locked in. Two, the price of everything tends to go up. Am I right or am I wrong? Overall, especially commercial, always goes up over time, right? That's inflationary, whatever reason, blah, 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 right? So, if you don't lock it in for 5 years, it's not going to be 3,500 anymore, right? They're going to knock the rent up to 4,200. So depending on your landlord, they might not want to lock you in for 5 years, but some do, right? Some people like that client that's always going to be there. And a lot of people don't want to do 5 years. It just depends on the conditions and your town and everything, right? But I'll be able to thrive in those conditions, thankfully. DJ, when are we going to see a warehouse tour? Oh God. I really want a warehouse, but I wouldn't want to run a warehouse. I would want to buy one. Yeah. So until I can buy a warehouse, I'm not running one personally. Yeah. That's just not my style. When I buy stuff, I like to buy it outright. I've bought all my properties cash except for one. Two. Yeah. Yeah. The house is I haven't paid cash for because I only put 20% down on those, but I don't like bills, bro. Like I take the Dave Ramsey approach on that one. At a minimum, though, I wouldn't feel comfortable unless I put like 50% down, bro. Like I want to own that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to play those games of paying rent and like I want to drop 1 mil or 700,000 or some warehouses that are bigger, probably like 3 million, which I don't have 3 million. I don't have close to 3 million, but that's how I would want to do the warehouse. Or build my own, not me personally, but like my first property I bought was 3 acres and I was building a data center there and it was only going to cost like 50,000. It was basically, if you could imagine like those 5-car garages that are just metal, that's basically was going to be but without all the doors. And it's not that expensive. I mean, it is expensive, but like compared to me buying the warehouse, it was going to be pretty big. It was like a 50 by 50. But I canceled that one and I bought a new location with that one. I bought 2 properties there. They're like side by side. And I did build the data center there. It was much smaller. That one was like more of a shed. But dude, just to get the electrical cost me like 20,000. Do you guys want to see it? I got it on YouTube. You want to see one of my small properties? I can show you. Type 22 if you want to see it. I won't show it to you for long. I won't bore you. I can show you my first one, but no point, I guess. DJ Mind. I got to go back to one of my older YouTube channels. I have so many YouTube channels. It's hard to remember where everything is. Here, I'll show you. So let's see. I have to go back to like the old stuff. All right, let's see. What's the first property we bought? This was no. Maybe that's not the first. Hold on. This is a thumbnail of it. I know I did a tour. Hold on. Where is it? It's hard to remember. Where is it? Oh, here's the newer data center. I did a lot of the electrical on this. This was cool. I bought this, bro. This shit was so messed up. This was a double property that I bought. I bought both of them. I was trying to hide the outsides because I didn't want people to know or, steal fucking $300,000 worth of computers. Look, it's got the washer. This was so dirty. I had to clean all this out. This was a really small one. But I mean, you could look through the YouTube. I ended up showing you guys everything. This was just like step one. I'm trying to show you the first property I bought. That one was 3 acres when I was building that one. I don't want to take you guys' time up too much. Here we go. This is when we took the locks off, and I was learning a lot about being a man back then. It was good times, man. There's us running the electrical. Or no, we were putting the door in, and I was replacing this shed. This is because I don't want people to steal stuff from me. I gutted all this out. We took all this out. Yeah, I had to pay for this new light post. Look how old this piece of shit is, bro. I had to pay for the meter. I had to do, oh, dude, that was expensive, man. That was an expensive venture. GPU farm. That was me buying the stuff to put in the data center. Here we go. Let's see. I think it's built up, right? At this point. Let me see. I built this with, what's this shit called? You guys know? What's this pink shit? The foam? So hopefully I show it. I don't know if I do. Here's some of my computers and stuff. I was still building it, so I put the machines here. They exhaust the air through here. Anyways, I'm not going to bore you guys with that. That was one of them. It was good times, man. I learned a lot about being a man, like handyman skills. And my friend, he's an electrician, so he showed me a lot of that stuff. That was really cool. I learned a lot about like electrical and 240 and hots and cool stuff, man. I learned a lot. Learned a lot about being a man back then. And I'll tell you what, I still use a lot of those skills to this day. I still use a lot of those electrical things. Now, I was never what's the word? Licensed? Is it licensed? I don't think it's licensed. That's for like doctors. What's the other one? Certified. I was never certified or anything, but who gives a shit? Great time. Buy crypto since the bear market almost there, almost over. Ooh, I don't know if it's almost over, but hey, I like Bitcoin. I don't like buying all crypto. What license do you recommend all electricians have? Whoa. I cannot give you any electrical advice here. I am not a licensed electrician. I know enough to get electrocuted and, well, to not electrocute myself. Let's say that. I can do a 400 amp service. Let me take that back. Not to the meter. Okay. So if you install the meter on the other side of the wall, like I can do the panel. Let's say that I can do from the panel forward. So I can run, the 2 hots, whatever. 240 only used 2 hots. So that's all I needed. And the neutral, right? Or is that 120 or 110? Excuse me. I can't remember. It's been like 5 years, bro. But yeah, I could run it. I don't know if it's to code, but I can do it. A foam board. Oh, love me some shed. Yeah, it sucks, man. Guys, like, as I've told you guys, like, I never wanted to quit crypto mining, bro. It's just a dead industry, unfortunately. It's just so much better. Just buy Bitcoin. Like, there's just no point. So, yeah, Pokemon could have come at a better time, man, because the channel was going like this, and I was definitely one of the better channels in the industry. It's dead, man. It's so fucking dead. So as this channel's dying, DJ Minds, Pokemon's like going crazy, and now we're doing fucking awesome in Pokemon world. So it couldn't have came at a better time, man. Like Pokemon came at the perfect time for us. Because if I was still involved in the crypto side, bro, I'd be going through this crazy bear run right now. Right now, we're in like the biggest bull run ever in Pokemon. So like, man, I went from a sinking ship to like a rocket ship. Like, it's great. What's going on with Pokemon reminds me of altcoin season in 2021. Like, that's how I would relate it. It's really, really good in Pokemon. I know you've talked about quitting your day job. Oh, I've never talked about quitting my day job. You must be thinking of the wrong person. Hell no, I ain't quitting my day job. I retire from my day job in 3 years and 3 years, 2 months, and 1 day. Yeah. No, I'm not quitting my job. Are you kidding me? Hell no. To go full-time Pokemon? Absolutely not. Are you a fire guy? I don't understand what that means. Like a fire department? No. Or just shifting away from a demanding job? No. I am retiring. No, I will be fully retired, paid the rest of my life when I'm 39. The crypto bros are here. Hey, shout out to the crypto bros. Bitcoin, know your customer. Oh, KYC. Protocols require a user to verify their identities by providing personal. I think that is sinking Bitcoin. I don't think that's sinking Bitcoin. No, I think it's just cyclical. Really, honestly, just like with the summer lows with Pokemon or everything else, stocks, everything. It is what it is. It's cyclical in nature, right? It just goes up and down. But we'll be good, man. Did you guys get to see Pokemon Go 30th anniversary in New York City Times Square yesterday? Did anybody get to see that? That was cool. That was freaking cool. I can't wait for my kids to come home. They come home in about 10 or 11 days. I won't say the exact day. And yeah, I plan on going traveling around doing some Pokemon Go with them. That's going to be freaking cool. I remember Pokemon Go back in, was it 2016 or 2017? I guess it was 2016 as they're doing their 10 year. That was fun, man. I used to walk through the woods, just go places, and hopefully the weather's cooling down. Probably not, but hopefully it's cooling down by next month-ish. No, that's August. It won't. But whatever. Even if it's hot, we're going to be out there catching Pokemon, driving around, walking around. It's going to be a good time. Gengar, Pikachu, 151, Chinese Volume 2, still overvalued. I mean, I don't like singles or slabs. I just don't. I'm a sealed guy all the way. So to me, it's overvalued. I like sealed products, so I'll say yes. But I don't know if it is from an investing side. Just to me, yes. Damn, bro, congrats. Retiring at 39 is incredible. FIRE equals financial independence. Retire early. I wouldn't. I mean, my wages get cut in half. So, like, I make half of what I make right now from retirement, right? And I get to keep full medical benefits for my family and I. Now, my wife and I get to keep free medical for the rest of our lives. My kids keep it till, I want to say 21. Or if they go to college, I think they keep it till they're 25. But don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure you can milk it till you're 25 as long as your kids are full-time college. But by then, I mean, my kids are going to be adults. Like, it's time to get out. You can't keep leeching off daddy's nipple forever, right? So 21's pretty fair to have free healthcare. And they get to go to college for free, which is really cool. So my job does pay for them to go to college. So either one of them gets a full ride to like pretty much any college in America except for Ivy League, because that's a little too expensive, or I get to split it in half for each kid. And they'll get half of, you know what I'm saying? They'll pay for one person's tuition, or you can split it in half between the two kids. Now, what I'm hoping is my kids don't go to college, because college is for suckers. That's just what I've learned. That's somebody who has a useless business degree. College is for suckers, bro. College is stupid. Now, college is good if you do it for the right field. If you're going to be a doctor, fine. If you're going to be a scientist, fine. If you going to be a nutritionist, fine. There are definitely like certain careers that are good, but yeah, I think it's stupid personally for most people. I think most degrees, like 90% plus degrees, are useless. Most people get a degree and don't even do it. I can't tell you how many people are getting law degrees and don't study law. I can't tell you how many people are doing what's cooking called? What's the nice way of saying cooking? Culinary arts, right? And then they don't even use it, and then you just in debt 100,000, 200,000. Like, most people are going to college just to go to college because they haven't figured out what to do. And so hopefully my kids aren't stupid. Hopefully they'll work for me. That'd be great. Run this Pokemon business or whatever's a good card business at that time. By the time they're of age, and they take the business over for me, and they'll become multimillionaires and be a family business. That's my goal. That being said, they're their own people, and so maybe that's not their goal, but that's what I hope. That's what I hope is the Pokemon business becomes a real legitimate business. I mean, it is legit. I pay my taxes, but I'm hoping it'll become a real, the next Safari Zone or some shit. Is worth spending $400 GameStop SPC pre-order? It's hard to say. For me, no. I'm not spending $400 on it. I like the ETB at 100 because it's only 100. I don't like the SPC at 400 because that's a lot of money, man. If I'm wrong on that, oof. I don't mind the ETB at 100. What kind of job do you have? I don't tell anybody. I'll tell you guys when I retire. Wish I had more Rocket Moltres. Heard that before. Not Moltres box, but I got off my parents' healthcare around 18 or 19. Nice. I picked up the old Pokemon Go account and put in some work. I like Pokemon Go. Dude, I can't wait. Like I said, I'm going to play with the kids. Easy way to get in debt before you buy a house or get a job. People only go to college to go party or find future wife. No, that's probably part of it, but I don't think so. I think most people think, because you got to understand, bro, at least when I was a kid, I don't know how old you guys are. We were always told, go to college, right? You go to college, you're going to make more money, you're going to get a good job. And then you find out, wait a minute, you go to college for 4 years, 8 years, whatever it is. And then they don't just want a degree, they want experience. But how could you get experience if you were in college? You see what I'm saying? So I think people are picking that up now. Now that we have the internet, now that you see TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, the hat's out the bag. College is for suckers for most people, bro. But back then we didn't know, right? Because you couldn't find out the secret. Like, wait a minute, they're blowing smoke up our ass. Yeah, they just keep you on the hook. You know what I mean? It's for suckers, bro. For not every degree, but for most, it's for suckers. I can tell you, as a business major, I learned way more from QnA than I ever did from business school. I learned way more from Alex Hermosi than I ever did from business school. And as I always say, I've said this many times, but I'm going to say it again for somebody that might be new to my channel. Type 22 if you're new to my channel. My accountant teacher, I think it was accountant level 2. He said, "Do you guys want to know why college is such a scam?" And this is interesting to hear from my professor. He's like, "How many businesses do you think I've ever owned?" I was like, "I don't know, 3." He's like, "0." He's like, "How many do you think your business professors, successful businesses that your professors have ever learned? Have ever ran?" I said, "I don't know, 3, 2, 0." I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah. To be accredited to teach other people how to run a business, the accreditation is not that you have ran a successful business. It's that you went to college and either got your master's or your doctor." Think about that. The people teaching you how to run a successful business have never themselves run a successful business. That's when I figured out, well, I was already halfway through my degree, right? University of Maryland. And I was like, fuck. But, that was really eye-opening for me. And that's a really good way of thinking about it. Like Rudy mentioned in this video yesterday, which was a little different, but be careful who you listen to with information, right? I think the example that Rudy mentioned in yesterday's video was there's people at gas stations teaching you right now on YouTube. YouTube content creators. No hate to anybody. I'm not hating. I'm just telling you the truth. There are content creators out there with a net worth of $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, and they're teaching you how to invest your money. Like, think about that. Logically, think about it. There are people out there making content, teaching you how to profit, and they themselves are not successful investors. Like think about that. And you could put me in that category. I'm a very successful investor, stocks, crypto, other things, but not Pokemon. And that's another reason I always tell you guys, like, why are you listening to me for Pokemon advice? What the hell do I know? This is my first bull run, right? Like, don't listen to me. Watch me for entertainment. I think that's fun. Watch me because I'm funny, or maybe I'm not funny, but for whatever reason, for entertainment purposes. But don't watch my channel for investment reasons. No, because what do I know about Pokemon? You know what I'm saying? I'm learning. This journey, this YouTube channel is not teaching you. It's documenting my journey from start to end. So if you look at my channel in that way, I think you'll do fine. If you look at me and other people, if you want to run a successful business, I can tell you a couple channels you should probably listen to. Now, don't blindly listen to anyone, but consider what they have to say. Obviously, Alpha Investments, that's top tier. Who else is very successful? QnA, Brian, right? 5 million in sales, or 4.9 million last year, right? Dan, Catch 'em All Collectibles. Retrospecs. Nostalgianomics is doing it very successful in a different way, though. Like not necessarily investing, but he's running the business overall. He's doing very well. You should be listening to those sorts of people for investment reasons. You understand what I'm saying? You should not be watching me. You should not be watching people who have, again, to quote Rudy, these people don't really have skin in the game. Like, how many cases of PokeProfit's a good one, right? PokeProfit has a lot of skin in the game. I think a Pokemon, he's got $700 to $1 million. That's somebody to listen to, right? Why are you listening to people with $20,000 worth of Pokemon, bro? What the fuck? Why would you listen to them for financial advice? Now, again, if you want to watch them for entertainment, that makes sense. But it just, they haven't successfully done the thing that they're teaching you to do. It doesn't make sense. And then again, includes me, right? I've not successfully invested in Pokemon, right? So don't listen to me for that. Watch me for entertainment. That's what I always tell people. Be careful who you listen to. No hate, but there's this YouTuber, brand new to college. Can't think of his name. He doesn't show his face. He always makes content, and it's like a dramatic thumbnail, dramatic title, and it's like, this can't be happening. You guys know what I'm talking about? He's like a college kid. I guess his YouTube channel name doesn't matter. He does really well, view-wise, but he's constantly teaching people how to invest. And he always says he's too poor to buy a case. So and I'm not trying to be mean here, but it's the facts, right? This kid can't afford a $1,000 or $2,000 case, but yet he's teaching you how to spend serious money. I mean, there's serious people in this game, right? There's people spending 5, 10, 20, 100,000, $1 million into this shit. And a lot of them are going to listen to a kid who just started college, who just graduated high school. What? No offense, but what the hell do you know out of high school, bro? What the hell do you know out of college? Come on, let's be real. You have no life experience. You've never done this, and nor have I. But I'm just saying, those will do really well, and people will listen to them. And you got to be careful with that, man. People will listen to people who have a job at, I don't know, the gas station, Sears. And they will take financial advice off these guys because they have a lot of subscribers. Like, be careful with that, man. Be careful. What's up, Skull? How you doing, buddy? I watch you because you seem down to earth and like you're on our side. Well, thank you, Skull. I appreciate that. I also feel like I'm down to earth. I started at the bottom just like all you guys, man. And I'm still at the bottom, right? So, but we're documenting. Hopefully we make it to the top. Thank you so much, man, for the yeah, I'm starting like a mofo. Thank you, Skull. I appreciate that, buddy. Now, if you ask me stocks, crypto, I'm good. You ask me Pokemon, we're learning. We got a lot to learn. Would you prefer to take your family to a cheaper doctor accredited by YouTube and TikTok? Hell no. Doctor? Nah, hell no. Nah. Doctor's different, bro. Doctor? Absolutely not. And that was one of the ones I mentioned, right? Chat, back me up on this. I did say doctor's important. Doctor, science. There's definitely fields, law, like that. Those are important fields you do have to go to school for, right? Accounting, right? Give me my credit. Give me my flowers, chat. I did name doctor. Hell no, I want my kid working off some dude study YouTube. No. Hell no. Rattle Pokemon. Rattle is hilarious. Why are you guys hating on Rattle? What happened with Rattle? Things are about percentage, DJ. If someone has 20K, but they started with 100, it's relative, in my opinion. Just depends. Ooh. I don't think so. Because, dude, look. Okay. You're not wrong, and I'm not wrong. This is how you see the world. And like you said, you're a percentage guy. So if I go out, and I'm just thinking from a viewer, because I'm also a viewer of YouTube content. If I'm watching a guy and he made 5x on a booster box, that sounds crazy, right? You're like, holy shit, this guy's balling. He went from $200 to $1,000. Wow. That doesn't do it for me, right? Because anybody can do that. What I want to listen to, the information that I like personally, everybody's different. But for me, I want to see the guy who's doing 500,000 a year in sales, 1 million in sales, 2 million in sales, 10 million in sales, because that kind of person thinks differently and operates and doesn't just make, oh, wow, I got a home run or some shit. I want to see the guy that's lived it, that's done it. That's who I'm taking my advice from. Or again, at least considering what they have to say. Because it's way more challenging to make it your first 6 figures, your first 500,000, your first million, and then to go beyond that. It's way more challenging than buying a booster box, throwing in the corner and say, well, I've been around since Sword and Shield. Oh, I'm such a great investor. Brother, you threw a box in a corner. That's not success, right? Anybody can do that. That's not what we're talking about. I want to know somebody who's operated at the highest level successfully. You see what I'm saying? It's very different. But maybe you like the percentage gain, But it's not hard, right? It's not hard investing in this collectible shit. Buy it, throw it in the closet, come back. That does not impress me. I'm sorry. That doesn't, me personally, what impresses me, like I said, retrospects, Dan, Rudy, Nostalgianomic, the guys who do it at a very high level. That impresses me. What is the net worth? What have you, QnA, right? What have you truly built? That impresses me. I don't give a shit that you threw a bunch of cases in your corner like that. Anybody can do that. That's easy. People charge Pokemon course to buy Pokemon cards and MSRP. Yeah, I don't know. You talking about what's that guy? Jar Chomp? I don't know. I had buddy who ran up 500K from zero in crypto. Yeah, dude, you're talking to, now I know a lot about crypto, a lot. I'm pretty close to an expert. I don't know if there's really true experts, but I'm pretty close to an expert, bro. And I've done that myself, right? Like it's not hard. You buy meme coins, you buy some crazy altcoin, you get lucky. Bottom line, it's not impressive. It's not impressive. Like, it's just not. Now, the guy who builds the platform, Coinbase, that impresses me. The guy who builds Robinhood impresses me. The guy who builds, the machines, the ASIC, Bitmain, those impress me. The guy who got lucky, hit some altcoins and some NFTs, I don't give a shit about that, bro. Your friend's probably buying leveraged crypto. Yeah, I don't know. I just said it was Axie Infinity and Ogzuki. Yeah, I don't even know what that is, to be honest. No offense. I've never even heard of that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how are those things doing right now? I don't know. Right. Like I've never even heard of this. I'll look up one of them just to humor you. Axie Infinity. Brother, is this what the fuck is this? Is this a game? I thought you said crypto. I'm so confused. I thought you said crypto, bro. Are you saying he built a video game? Now that's cool. I give some respect to that. If your friend built this video game, which I don't know anything about, I show respect to that. That's cool. But I got a feeling you're talking about this crypto. All right, let's see. Last month, up 10%. What's the market cap? Brother, this market cap is 272 million. Yeah, this is, I would never. Oh, I'm sorry. The market cap is 175 million. Yeah, brother, this is, yeah. Dude, brother, look at this. Come on now. Yeah. That is, yeah, I mean, this is terrible. Yeah, I would never, personally, no hate to your friend. Good luck to him. I mean, this is trash. This is shit coins, bro. This is the 157th biggest crypto. Like, we're just digging in the garbage. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, what's up, PokeShop? TikTok and YouTube University. Wasn't leveraged anything. I watched the whole thing. Again, I'm not saying that there aren't people buying shit coins like this and making a bunch of money, right? But it's not impressive. What's impressive is the guy who builds it. You know? LOL, I got crackhead aunt that can do that. Yeah. Most people are starting with nothing. So if someone starts from 0 to 100K, it's more relatable than a Rudy. Okay. There's a word, and thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you. There's a phrase that Rudy said yesterday. He says it all the time. And it's basically a nice way of like financially illiterate people. But that wasn't it. How does Rudy say it? Astute. He says like astute, like not financially astute. It's a nice way of saying you're fucking poor. Not you, but like, you know what I mean? Like people without money or younger people that haven't lived it think very differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I used to be the same way a little bit. I did start off with Bitcoin. But then you start digging in the trash, like, you know, and then you dumpster dive and you get this stupid ass big altcoin and NFT and, you know, and sometimes you get lucky, right? Your friend got lucky. That's what it comes down to. It wasn't skill. You just get lucky. And you'll notice, I'm trying to give you advice here, man. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I have a lot of friends with a lot of money, significantly more money than me. And none of them are digging in the trash, bro. They're buying S&P, they're buying Nvidia, they're buying Tesla, buying Bitcoin. They're not buying altcoins, not buying trash. And so, like, I don't want people to think like you should gamble. Like, yeah, dude, I'm going to go from $0 to 100K. It's a very dangerous mindset. It's a very dangerous mindset because for every person that made it, like your friend, I guarantee you there's a million that didn't, or 500,000 people that didn't. And yeah, you're going to get lucky every now and then, right? Like you're going to find that person that does, but it's a very dangerous mindset. And you want to get away from that mindset as much as you can. You know what? If you hit the slot machine in Vegas and you got lucky, move on, take your money, run away, and you hit the lottery. Now freaking invest it into something good. You see what I'm saying? And now you just live off the base hits, live off the interest, live off the percentage win, get away. Tell your friend what happens with most people. I'll tell you, 2016, 2017. I can't remember. I never day traded. Well, I never did penny stocks, I'll say, off the OTC market. I was, I don't know. I was bored. My investments were just doing nothing. I didn't sell them or anything. But my friend was like, yo, you got to get into the OTC market over the counter. At this time, I'd already been in the stock market doing legitimate things. But I was like, fuck it. You know, he told me about this robot company. It was called OMVS. I don't think they're called that anymore. It was on the OTC, right? They were this robot company that did security guard stuff. And they were shown on Shark Tank. Now, Shark Tank was very cool back then, right? 2017 timeframe. I loved it. So, and I looked it up and it was on Shark Tank. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the next big thing, right? I'm young, I'm dumb. I'm like 26, 27. You don't know shit when you're 26, 27, right? But I thought I knew everything. My friend's like, yo, you got to buy this company, blah, blah. I was like, fuck it. I put $5,000 into that. I've told the story before. How much do you think that $5,000 turned into in 24 hours? In 24 hours, what do you think my $5,000 turned into? Okay, I've given you enough time to write. That sucker turned into 30K in the next day. I turned 5 grand into 30 grand playing with penny stocks. Now, what a smart person would have done in this situation is say, hey, I just profited $25,000. Let me take the money out. Let me put it into the SP 500. Let me put it into whatever, something good. My dumbass said, well, shit, it was that easy. Let's replicate it again. This is where people go wrong, right? You don't hit the slot machine and then play again. You never play again if you do win. So I took that 30 G's. I bought something else. I reverse it. TMXN. That was the one on Shark Tank. I put it into OMVS. Whatever. Okay. I take that 30K. I'm like, yo, it was that easy? Shit. I'm about to put this bitch into this one, my friend told me. And I'm about to turn this into 100K. Fuck. Now, again, my mindset at that time, I was like, well, why am I investing? Investing's for suckers, right? Hell yeah. Damn, I just made half of what I make at my job in a day, in 24 hours. Fuck it, let's do it again. Well, guess what? I didn't do it again. That 30K turned into about 2,000 over the course of the next few months because I held it all the way down. I'm like, it's going to go up. It's going to go up. Yeah. The point is, if you hit the lottery, if you hit the jackpot, you run with House's money and your money. You just take it all out. Say, hey, I got lucky. See it for what it is and run. You never go back to the slot machine. It is just a matter of time when people think like this, like, yo, I'm gonna hit it big, or you do hit it big. Wow, this was amazing. I used all this leverage. It was great. This is so good. It feels good in the bull run, but you're just one trade away from losing all your money, And I'm telling you, learn the hard way. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I don't care. People can learn the hard way, but I'm saving you years and years of advice here. I just started 6 years ago, DJ, in this game and ran up 200K from zero. Oh, you're saying you're the person that did that. Okay, I thought you said you were your friend. I thought you said your friend did the crypto. Okay, maybe I'm a little off on your timeline. I could have sworn you said your friend turned zero into like 100 or 200K. Most people are starting with nothing. If you're starting with nothing, the best thing to do is not hit the lottery, is not swing for the fences. The best thing, if you're starting with nothing, I started with nothing, so I've been there. This is what you do. You get a fucking job. I know. And now at your job, if you can work extra hours, you work extra hours. If they won't give you extra hours, you get a second job. You know what I used to do when I was young? I worked, and I'm not saying you need to get a low-level job like this, but this is what I did. I worked at a daycare center. I was cleaning dishes, so don't get excited. I was cleaning dishes up until 3 p.m. So like 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. I can't remember, till 3 p.m. I had 1 hour off, and then I went to Domino's Pizza. I got off at like 10 o'clock at night, and I repeated. Okay? These days, you don't have to do that. You can Uber Eats. You can blah, 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 blah. The best thing to do is not hit home runs with $0. Fuck no. That's like the worst advice ever, right? No. The best thing you can do is get a goddamn job and get a second job or work extra hours. Save up 10, 20K. Then you take that 10, 20K and you invest it into something good. And you don't have to take home runs with 10, 20K. You can just take little base hits, right? And it's going to become, 5K. Then you have 25 and then it turns into 30, right? And then that 30 eventually turns into 30. And you do it like that. You do good investing. Not, I'm buying NFT. I'm buying this bullshit penny stock. No. The first 20K, just fucking do a job. That's the best way to do it. There's no secret. Don't try to freaking moonshot that bitch, You're a savage with that 30K. Yeah. And I'm telling you, the more money you get, the easier it is to make money, guys. I promise you. Because you no longer have to hit home runs. You don't have to shoot for 5, 10, 20, 50X. If you're thinking like that, you're an idiot. Not you. No offense to you. But I don't want to encourage people to think, yeah, I need to get a 10X. Brother, if you bought Prismatic Evolutions last year for $90 when it was super easy to get for 90, 95, and it's 160, 170 right now, you are killing it. You're doing so well. Like, congratulate. Seriously, I'm not even joking. Congratulate yourself, bro. You made a fucking killing in a year. Be happy about that shit.
This bullshit of like, oh, well, I should get 5x. I should get 10x on this one. My ETB didn't get 7x. You only made 60%. You only made 100%. What? People are crazy thinking this. Crazy. The amount of people, the amount of comments that I get of people that legitimately think that getting 50% is something to laugh at in a year is mind-blowing to me. Literally mind-blowing. I've never experienced this. Like I said, been in the stock world forever, been in crypto, 3 full cycles. This will be on the, what? Is this the beginning of the 4th or the end of the 3rd? I don't remember. If you would have got 10%, seriously, in the stock world, did you know that you were a 5-star trader? Did you know that? If you can get double digits in the stock world, because there's a rating, like a ranking for all the stock traders. If you're hitting double digits, you are literally the best of the best in the planet. Do you understand that? People genuinely don't understand that. To get 10%, to outperform the S&P 500 consistently, next to impossible. Next to impossible. Do your research. Find out, right? Look at it. Look at it. And that's coming from, I'm telling you, dude, the only people that think that getting 10% gains consistently, or like 50%, 105x, all this shit, these are all people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, or they have no money. I promise you, bro. I can't guarantee you. I almost guarantee you. There is nobody walking around here. Nobody's just walking around thinking, oh, I'm going to hit a 10x. What person with money thinks like that? I have yet to find them. And now you could probably find your favorite YouTuber. I watched, well, DJ. Hold on. This is how you guys sound when I read your comments. Not you, but just people in general, right? Well, DJ, my favorite YouTuber, he just traded $100,000 in the OTC. Shut your bitch ass up. You sound stupid. Shut up. I'm not saying there isn't some unicorn out there doing that. I'm not saying that. But 90% of people are not your favorite YouTuber with 600,000 subscribers, making $20,000 off their course, guys. Read the room. Understand how this shit actually works. I promise you, bro. I promise you. What does Warren Buffett say? What does Kevin O'Leary say? What do these guys say? Mark Cuban. Don't lose your money. They don't say hit the home run. You know, just fucking pick one, shoot for the moon with hopium. No. Nobody says that shit. Kevin O'Leary will tell you. I said this yesterday, but I don't know who was here. He gave his kid, I forget if it was $1 million or $5 million. He said, this is all the money you need for the rest of your life. Put it in the savings account or whatever it was. Maybe it was a fund. I forget. Live off of the interest for the rest of your life and never spend $1 million. They're not, dude, they're literally looking for 3 to 5, 6%. That's it. The only people looking for home runs, 50x, 5x, 10x, you will almost always notice they have no money. You'll see. As you get older, you will learn. You will learn. You have 2 choices in life. This is what I tell the young kids at my job from age 18 to 25. I say you have 2 options in life. You're either going to listen to what I'm telling you or you're going to learn the hard way. And what do you think all the young kids at my job do? Take a guess, chap. They all take the hard way. Every last one of them, but one. All of them. All of them take the hard route. And they start winning, right? They start going on Robinhood. And they did a margin on whatever. I don't know, Coca-Cola, Nvidia, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they get it. They get that dopamine hit. And they start winning. And they're like, oh, fuck. Guess what happens? 6 months in, a year in. You know what they like to tell me at work? They don't do this anymore. They say, I'm not Bitcoin, bro, investing. They say, how long I got to hold that shit? I said, probably 5 years. 5 years? Fuck that. I'll be 30 years old. Life's almost over at 30 years old. but about 6 months to a year, sometimes small, sometimes 3 months, but usually 6 months to a year, they get cocky. They keep winning. And then they get up to like 10, 15, 20,000. And you know what they do? They don't put in 1,000 anymore. They don't put in $500 anymore. They put all of it in. They put all 10 or 20K that they made and they put it into one thing. And that is the moment that they lose every fucking penny they ever worked for. And then they come back to me. It happens every year. It's the circle of life. It's on repeat. And they come to me and they say, hey, DJ. They don't call me DJ, but hey, DJ, you were right. I know I am. I should have listened to you. Yep. You told us to listen to you. I did. And I told you what was going to happen. I said about 6 to 12 months from now, you're going to come to me. And they're like, I know, but I'm ready to finally invest. I'm ready to take it the slow way. You learned your lesson? Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get serious now. Because a lot of young people, not everybody, but a lot of young people, they're not trying to hear that shit, bro. They want to get rich now. They want to get rich today. They're not trying to hear, start young with your Roth IRA. Start young with SP 500. They're not trying to hear none of that shit, bro. They're not trying to hear invest in NVIDIA now, invest in Tesla now. 5-10 years from now, you're going to have life-changing money. They ain't trying to hear none of that, right? So it's okay. Go out, burn all your money. You'll be back. You'll remember this conversation. You'll be back. You're just one trade away from losing everything. Remember that. When you play with leverage, when you play with high risk, when you get cocky, when you play with these meme coins and these altcoins, you're just a day away from everything gone. Do it the smart way. Do it right. Anyways, who got Pokemon for me? Do you guys like my rants? If you like my rants, 22 in chat. Let me get a 22 in chat if you like the rants. They want that fast money. Yep. And I get it, man. I don't invest, go to parties. What? No, bad. Mr. Toadskis. Well, thank you. Thank you, Dio. But how am I supposed to get my grills on my teeth and my Lambo? You're not. You don't deserve a Lambo. I don't deserve a Lambo. That's the reality of the situation. 22. Wow, a lot of you guys like our rants. Thank you. It's all lived experience, guys. I'm telling you. Everything I'm teaching you, either somebody way more successful than me has taught me that, or I've lived it. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not just talking out my fucking ass here, guys. I'm letting you know. In mass, every year, I get new employees. I'm not going to say exactly how many people work for me, but it's about 40 to 50, depending on the time of year. Year after year, this continues to happen with the youth, man. Over and over. And like I said, I've seen it happen. I've been at my job for 16 years now, right? And so I've been UNC status for probably 10 years, right? Over the last 10 years, it's the same shit on repeat. So now I just tell them, since I've seen so many people just listen to themselves, I just give them the speech immediately. I make it like 30 seconds. You ain't gonna listen to me anyways. It don't matter. I need a Thai wife, DJ. I have a Korean wife, and I'll tell you what, having a Korean wife is the best, man. I can't speak for Thai, but oh man, best thing I ever did was marry a Korean woman. Oh, so loyal, so honest, and beautiful too, but like so loyal, so family oriented. Oh my God, best thing I ever did. I have never been divorced, which is great. We're going 14 years strong. Hey, thanks for sending a gift, Big Data J. He said, Uncle Alert, if you don't lose on crypto leverage, the exchange goes under and you lose anyway. He's not wrong. Not wrong. Prismatic, buy or sell? Oh, screaming buy. Screaming buy, Prismatic. Bro, we the same age, doing almost the same shit, and I know it works. My man. You sounded like QnA by the day. I don't think so. I love QnA. I love Brian. I think we'd get along very well. QnA and I feel like we're so opposite. Because our backgrounds are very different. I don't know. That's a good thing, I suppose. Why is everyone saying lose? Loose? Loose what? What do you think about Chinese Pokemon? I like Chinese Pokemon. I think it's fun. I carry it on the store. I've got some really cheap booster boxes on the store for $30. I got Gem 4 for like 33. Got Gem 5 for like 44. And then I have the more expensive one, Prismatic booster box for like 105. I also have them in sealed cases, which I do recommend because you don't want people to weigh your stuff, especially for something that has a God pack. If you're talking about investing, I mean, I like English, bro. Maybe Chinese will do well. I don't know. But if I was going to buy Chinese, I'd probably buy it in the bear run when it's like $15. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be $100. But I like English. That's the only thing I know, and that's what I stick with. But I do sell Chinese for fun. I treat the foreign languages like fun, you know, because guys, it sucks. Who is type 22 in chat? If you have ever opened up an ETB with your kids and you thought, man, you know, I just spent $100, $200, we're gonna have some fun, and you opened English and it was not fun at all, and you get like $2 worth of cards and your kids are sad. You don't get that with Chinese. You don't get that feeling with Japanese. You always have fun with Chinese and Japanese. You get your money's worth. Abyss Eye that I'm selling, 30 packs. I split that 10 packs for me, 10 packs for my daughter, 10 packs for my son. And even if we don't get the top hit, we have a load of fun. A load of fun. Every single time. Because we all got 10 packs. And you always get hits. The English, you don't get shit. English, you get a middle finger. Japanese, Chinese, you always get something good. It's always fun. So look at it for fun, you know? I look at that stuff as enjoyment. What I recommend to people, do what you want. If you're going to buy English to open, please buy some damn Japanese or Chinese on the side, because statistically, you're not going to get anything. You know, you're not going to get anything statistically to English. Why not spend an extra $30, $50, get something for the kids and open that up, and then at least you're having fun. Do you guys want to open up an Abyss Eye? Chase the Darkrai? I've not opened up Abyss Eye. I've been waiting for my kids to come home, but you guys want to do it? Let's get the Darkrai. Anybody want to hit the Darkrai? New set? Let's go. Let's go, boys. Anybody? All right. Fuck it. Let's do it. This is 30 packs. Oh my God, it's going to take forever. You guys ready? You guys feeling the Mega Darkrai? Anybody? Wish my camera wasn't taking so long to freaking, what's it called? Zoom in. Holy shit. Oh, big red flag, Japanese or Chinese. If it doesn't have the wrapper, you can buy those. They're significantly cheaper. Do not. Look at this, bro. Are you telling me, like, how could this Japanese and Chinese is fun? Nah, again, making money off it? I don't know. See, look, it won't. What the hell? Focus. Yeah, I have it on human tracking, so it only wants to track on a human being. Look at this, bro. Are you kidding me? $100 for this? Are you kidding me? Like, you get so much fun with this shit. The good thing is, too, they take all the bulk out. I'm not even going to do anything crazy here. It just won't focus. I'm sorry. I'm just going to do it quick. It won't focus. I apologize. Being dumb right now. I'll tell you if I get a Darkrai. How about that? Oh, there we go. There's something. It's not Darkrai. Hey, what's this guy's name? There we go. There's something. There's a hit. There we go. There we go. There we go. Open these quickly. Why wouldn't you buy it without the wrapper? Oh, dude. Because there's rumor that they can open it when it doesn't have the wrapper. Hell no, I'm not buying that shit without a wrapper. There's a way to open it. They heat it up, and then they take out the good cards and replace it and reseal it. That's the rumor. Never buy booster box, Chinese or English, without the seal. But again, it'll be like $5 to $7 cheaper. There's a reason it's $5 to $7. Oh, look at, oh, this is, yo, this card's pretty dope in real life. I like this card. I don't know the name of this one either. What is going on with my camera? Hold on. My God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, we're good. That's a cool looking card, not gonna lie. That's a cool looking IR. Hell yeah. I'm telling you, bro. Like, you don't pull IRs like this in English, bro. Chinese, Japanese is fun, man. Like, again, I don't know if you're gonna make any money off it, but you're just having a good time with the kids. Like, I always recommend Japanese or Chinese. Chinese is significantly cheaper. So, like, significantly cheaper. Like I said, I got booster boxes for $30, bro. Are you kidding me?
You could buy you, your daughter, and your son one for 30 or for 90 bucks. You know, you can't do that in English. I don't think I could ever sell it. Sell what? Are we pulling the Darkrai? Give me your energy. Oh, we did get a Darkrai. It's not the right one. Look, this shit don't want to focus. Come on, baby. Look. We got the EX. Okay. That's something. Look how many packs I have left, bro. I don't even get. Oh my god. I have way more than that. Holy shit. But I love that they don't put a bunch of bulk in here like English. That's pretty cool. Garbage. Which are the questions? Manifesting Darkrai. But can't they just take the wrapper off? No, I mean, it's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder. You're talking about resealing the wrapper? Now that's different. You're gonna need a different machine for that. But I've seen videos where they heat it, pop open the back, take out the good ones, and replace them with trash, bro. Hell no. Pay up. Pay up the extra $5. You love bulk? I don't. I don't love bulk at all. What's it? Marpeco. Is it Marpeco or Morpeco? I don't remember. Damn, it won't freaking focus tonight. I don't know what's going on. You like bulk? I have so much bulk right now. No, I'm not selling it. Don't ask. Everybody. Oh, another hit. Holy shit. Bro, this is why I love Japanese, man. That's our third IR already. About to master set this bitch, bro. Bulk is gold for resale. Not really. I mean, if you're buying, okay, think of it like this. If you're spending $300 to make 40 back, it's not a good deal. You're losing money if you don't get a big hit off of opening English. That's a scary way to think of it. Opening a pack, like, I just opened an $8 pack and I got $1 back. Yay! Now, to just upright buy bulk, I could see that. Oh, we got something here. Oh, there we go. SAR. There we go. Chandelier. What the fuck? Bro, my camera is bugging. There we go. Oh. The lighting situation's crazy today. Chandelier, y'all. Well centered too. Wow. Hold on. Let me get a sleeve on that. That's nice. Okay. Yes. Now, I don't know. Now, I know for specialty, you only get one SAR per box. I don't know for non-specialty sets if I can only get one. So that might be our big hit, which is a really nice hit. Come on, Darkrai, though. Oh! Dude, this is a sick card. I forget her name. Look at that. If it would ever freaking focus. That's a cool one. I like this one. Now you're telling me this ain't fun? I don't know, man. Japanese is where it's at. For fun. For leisure. My kids actually prefer opening Japanese because in English, we open up so much English and don't ever get anything good. And they get really sad. But like I said, with Japanese, you always have fun. I would love to hit a Misty here. Was it the trainer? Another EX. I would love to hit a Misty. We buy bulk by the box. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So you're not opening packs to get bulk. I was going to say, if you're opening packs, that's crazy. LOL, I think it's focusing on your elbow. No, so I have a Sony A7 IV, and I set it to locked into humans only. So that way, if I go like this, look. Right. Or somebody walks in front of me at a conference, right? Like, it won't ever, like, it's a smart, it's a $4,000 fucking camera. So you always want to be in focus as the human. So it never takes it off the subject matter. I want Pitch Black to do well. Tomorrow I'm going to, got another EX. Tomorrow I'm going to the pre-release. So hopefully, I think I only get a booster bundle. But again, we're really just there to play the game. So hopefully I get the Mega Darkrai in English. Wouldn't that be crazy? I got like 4 packs left. Here we go. Here we go. I've already hit my SAR, so I don't know. Like I said, with specialty sets, you only get 1 SAR. SAR. I don't know if we can get multiple in a non-specialty set. Not sure how Japanese equivalent is. 2 packs. Here we go, chat. Here we go. 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 Make a dark card. Make a dark. One more. Last pack magic. And no. Okay, so our big hit. Really can't complain. I don't know what this is worth in Japanese. I'm guessing like 10 bucks. Come on, DSLR. I'm here. No, we got the Mega Chandelier. What's that worth in Japanese? Let's see. What do you guys think? 10 bucks? Let's see. TCG 113 Mega Chandelier. Abyss Eye. Oh, 30 bucks. Okay. I mean, it'll probably go down. But hey, that's good enough. Hey, still cool. We definitely didn't make our money back, but did you guys have fun? Yeah, we got a lot of we got three IRs or AR, and we got 1 SAR. So hey, really can't complain. Everybody, I got a link for PCG. It's use code DJ22 at checkout if you're interested in grading. There's my link for the Discord, my store, and Instagram. I'm gonna go. I think my buddy's streaming soon, so I'm gonna go play PUBG. Join the Discord. I'm always around. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you to all of you. Have a great evening. Goodbye. 22.